To work as a partner exercise, you face your partner in neutral stance and sink down, making sure your weight is even between the feet. The head is suspended from above, back is released. Sit on the bar stool, sink the chest. Align the hips, knees and feet. Now your partner is going to reach out to grasp the wrist, and they're going to act like a statue with one solid structure. Now what I'm going to do is turn my hips. As I turn towards the left, I'm just going to release the force very gently through my foot, ankle, as it rises up through my knee, through my thigh, through my hip, through my waist and chest, shoulder. As it goes through my shoulder and elbow, the force starts connecting to my partner's wrist, and I connect the line through his arm and to his base, and just gently keep turning without rising up or sinking down, relaxing all my joints and floating my partner off. He reaches out and touches the other side. I turn. Continue turning and swinging down. Keep the central axis still. And float the partner off. Remembering that the force is generated entire by turning. As I turn around my central axis, the opposite side qua is closing. So now my right qua is open, my right hand is up, I sink back down. My partner reaches to touch. As I'm turning, now my left qua is opening and my left arm is rising. Making sure I feel the line of force from my left foot diagonally across my body to my right hand, connecting and relaxing that line completely so it becomes a conduit for force. I use my E, my intention, to feel his base, to feel his shoulders, to feel his center. I relax and I turn. When you feel comfortable with it, you can swing the body more and speed up more, just turning the dantian or just changing from the qua. And the partner can reach as my hand comes halfway up, a little higher. Let me come up, 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 up. So I'm halfway through the motion. And at the very top of the motion, and the very bottom of the motion, as my hand's actually behind, I connect to my foot, I make sure the stretch is released through my whole body, and I turn. The very back of the motion, turn. Now he's going to touch my shoulder. So the turning here, the same force that gets released through my wrist has to pass through my torso and my shoulder. Okay, touching the wrist again. So looking at the basic errors. If I try to lift him up by standing up, I'm not doing the exercise, I'm using the wrong force. We're not using vertically standing up, we're using the turning and the change of yin and yang in the body to create the force. I simply turn, release the qua, and as a result of the turning, the force gradually ripples up from my foot to my hand. Once again, I don't try and pick him up. I don't pick him up with my shoulder and arm. I don't try and expand out. I release, I swing, connect everything from the contact point, relax it down to the opposite foot. Keep my head suspended, feel my central line, feng sung, release, join with my partner, which means know my center, knows his center, feel any tension inside his body, feel any structural error inside his body, and turn. The other error is that as we turn, we shift over sideways and get trapped. He holds me out, I get trapped, or I'm single weighted, I'm stuck on my leg and in my hand. I want to stay centered so the force crosses through and is connecting to the opposite foot. The error would be that I shifted sideways and I get stuck, I'm centered, the force crosses through the body. So you can check for yourself, if I keep my shape correct and I connect the force to my right foot to my right hand, the force will get stuck in the right side of my body. So when I try to lift him, I'll feel like it's jammed up inside my body. Maybe I can move him, but I'm just using Li or using too much strength. Exactly the same external motion, but I'm releasing internally from the opposite foot. The force does not get caught inside my body. It gets lost inside the space and transfers through the empty space inside my body. Always coming from the opposite side, cross-aligning through the body. With this exercise, the most important point is that you do not shift from side to side like this. The first Song Gong is designed to teach you how to shift the weight. This one, the third one, is designed to teach you how to turn around the central axis. So make sure that your center line is still and that you turn around it without shifting. Even though we don't physically shift side to side, the pressure or the forces inside your body still come from one foot or the other. You'll feel them connect from one side to the other, transferring diagonally across the body, releasing through the shoulder, elbow, wrist, and out to the fingers. Remember that your partner is there to help you cultivate the skill. He's increasing gravity. He's not fighting you, he's not yielding, he's acting like a statue, giving you an external force so that when you do the exercise, you can feel, if your shoulder's tight, it means you need to sung your shoulder or correct the shape in your shoulder. If the energy is catching in your hip, it means you need to sung your hip or release the shape in the hip. Wherever there's an error, there are two errors that will happen. One, the shape is wrong. Two, you're holding tension. So fix your shape, relax, release, sung the area, and the exercise will get more correct every time you practice it. This principle of turning around the center to generate force will gradually infiltrate and educate your form and your pushing hands. Enjoy your training.